Hello Gemini, my name is Agatha and this is the tarot reading for the month of October 2016. This is a very general reading. If you like a private consultation, please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I'm going to use the Chrysalis Tarot, and this month is going to be a Celtic Cross reading, which is 10 cards. I've already laid down the cards, and you have 3 major arcana cards for this month, which denotes that it will not be a very big month in terms of transformation. In the position of the significator, or the general theme for the month of October 2016, Gemini, you have the Ace of Swords, which in traditional decks is called the Ace of Swords. I'm thinking that during this month, the whole theme will be connected with information. Like you'll have access to some sort of information. The information is the key, and maybe you won't know exactly how to use the information in the beginning. But in the position of that which is yet not seen, you have Papa Legba, which is a major arcana card, Strength. Papa Legba, you won't know exactly how to use the information immediately, but then during the month of October 2016, Gemini, you will learn how to use it. Why? Because Papa Legba is a spirit, is connected with the voodoo religion, and Papa Legba is the first spirit that you call upon because he opens up roads, he opens up highways, he opens gates, he opens doors, he opens locks. If you want to contact any other spirits, first you have to call upon this one. First you call upon Papa Legba, so he can open up the ways or the path, so the other spirits can pass. And so maybe in the beginning you'll have access to information, but you won't know how to use it. But at some point in October, you'll know how to use this information, or you'll have the help of a Leo, because the Strength card is connected with Leo, and this Leo will help you on how to use this information properly and wisely also. And also with self-domain, I don't think you'll use this to hurt others or to control others. No, you'll use it with courage, and you'll use it also dominating. You won't use it immediately. That's what I'm trying to say. Because you have self-domain, you have self-control. In the position of the basis or the root for the month of October, Gemini, you have ravens, or the magician in traditional decks. The magician is connected with Gemini, therefore this is you showing up here with tremendous strength and wisdom. Why wisdom? Because the ravens here are playing with pearls, and every time I see this card, to me these pearls are the pearls of wisdom. So it's a very joyful type of energy. It's a card connected with, if it represents a person, it might represent someone who is really playful, a trickster type of person, but someone who at the same time is very wise. So others might only see the funny part in you, the trickster part in you, but they don't know that you have wisdom inside of you. They don't know your strength. So you might show up, you might be seen by others like someone, you might even be young or have like that sort of young type of energy that others might see as immature, but it's not immature because you have wisdom. And you have access to information, and you'll have, if you need help, you'll have the help that you need to understand and to use this information, and you won't use it immediately. So, and you'll have the tools to use this information properly and with wisdom. And then in the position of the past connected, influencing the present, you have the Watcher, or the Queen of Mirrors. In traditional decks it's called the Queen of Cups. This could represent someone, I'm thinking motherly figure, it could be fatherly figure, because this is a very general reading. Someone after on his in his or hers late 30s or after the age of 40. I'm thinking after the age of 40 because the figure that shows up, it's a very old woman and she needs a cane. So I'm thinking an old woman. Could be an old man. This person is wise, which you can see because of the representation of the owl. This person, it might be, this information is connected with this person. Could be a man, could be a woman, could be an older man, an older woman, someone, a motherly figure in your life, a fatherly figure in your life. Could be mother, grandmother, older aunt, father, grandfather. Someone whom you loved greatly, who loved you a lot. This person could be from a water sign, Gemini, could be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Someone who's a bit mystic, intuitive, like emotionally available to you, capable of great love, capable of wise counsel, someone who's wise, someone who's always available, like I said, but someone at the same time who has tremendous emotional strength, and at the same time that he or she can be or could be available to you in your time of need, could control himself or herself, like emotionally. So he or she did not let himself drown or herself drown in other people's problems, and at the same time knew how to give proper advice and loving advice. Now, this information might be connected with a health issue connected with this person, or something that this person left. Either this person could be already passed, and he or she shows up in your dreams and gives you this information, or he or she has told you something like a long time ago, or a while ago, and you didn't know how to use it, or it made no sense to you, and during the month of October, finally you know how to use this information that this person gave you, or it's an information connected with this person. Could be a will, even, of sorts. In the position of what's in your mind or what you want, it's the Ten of Spirals. To me, it's or the Ten of Wands in traditional decks. This is an overload. You're overloading your mind. There's way too much on your mind. There's too many things. You're very worried, very, very worried. Also, there might be a feeling that in order to get things done properly, you have to do them yourself. You have that feeling, so you want to do them. Anything connected with information, anything connected with paperwork, with documentation, you want to deal with it on your own, because you feel that in order to get the things done properly, you have to do it on your own. You have to do it yourself. You cannot trust others. That's that feeling also. Also, it could be that in your mind, the fact is, what is in your mind is the fact that everyone else is overloading you with tasks. Not exactly that you want to do everything on your own, but others are putting all the load on your back. It could be that as well. It's not you that does this to yourself, it's others that put it on your back. But there's a feeling of too much stuff to do, mental overload, many things to do, kind of worries. Can I do this? All of this, can I do it alone? Can I do it by myself? Am I able to do all of this by myself? In the position of the near future, Gemini, you have the Five of Stones or the Five of Pentacles in traditional decks. There's a moment here in October where you feel like you're isolated, you feel like you're alone, and you feel you have very little faith in your abilities, in yourself, in the ability to use this information in a wise way, in a competent way, or to use this information at all. If it's connected, for instance, with a medical problem, you had the suspicion, like a while back, that a loved one suffered because of a medical problem, because of a medical error. And now you have the information that tells you that this person, for instance, I'm going to give a bad example. This person died because of medical error. Not necessarily. Or this person got sick. Motherly figure, could be a fatherly figure, got sick, not died because of a medical error. And now you have access to that information, but you feel like, can I use this? Can I use this information? Do I have enough money to hire lawyers to use this information? Or do I have the ability to use this information? You feel like at some point you feel alone, you feel isolated, and you feel that you have there's no faith in yourself. However, in the root for the month, it's you showing up as the magician. So it's you with tremendous strength. You have the ability to manifest the result that you want. Because you, I would say, did whatever you needed to do to get access to this information, to these elements, to this documentation. You had the ability to do that, to manifest the access to this information. Therefore, this moment is passing. This moment of self-doubt is passing, okay? Because the card which symbolizes you, Gemini, for October 2016 is the Sun. So again, you showing up with tremendous strength. You have success. You feel successful because you wanted something. You wanted access to certain data, or to certain type of information, or to certain elements, to certain documentation and paperwork and whatever, and you got it. Therefore, there's this feeling of success, of I did it. I managed to get access to that. And then in the card representing your environment, or how the others, or how others perceive you, Gemini, you have the Seven of Stones or the Seven of Pentacles in traditional decks. Others are seeing you as someone, again, this isolation. They are seeing you as alone. It feels to me like you're doing all of this work by yourself, and you might have the help of one person, which is a Leo. But other than that, you like doing this all by yourself, alone, and you overwhelmed with work and with tasks, connected with whatever information it is. They seeing you as alone. No one is helping you except for that Leo, maybe. But at the same time, they're seeing you as someone who's thinking about how to use these elements, these new elements, this information, because you know how to open the door, metaphorically. You know how to use it, but you haven't decided yet how to use it. And they're seeing you as someone who's thinking about it. And then in the position of fears, hopes, and advice, you have the Ace of Stones or the Ace of Pentacles in traditional decks. The fear is to start a new life. If this information is connected with money, the fear is to accept this money, is to take the steps to accept this money. If it's, for instance, a will, and maybe if it's not medical issues, it's something. If it's something like an old aunt who really loved you, or grandmother or whomever left you like a big chunk of money, and you had to search for the will, and finally you found it. So the fear is to accept it, and the advice is to accept it. Accept this new money, accept this new structure in your life. This could be also not related to money. Whatever information it is, it might be something which you plant a seed, and this seed doesn't flourish immediately, but it will have results in the future. The advice would be plant that seed, use this information. So don't be afraid of using this information, because a new structure, a new order will come out of it, even in terms of your own life. In the position of the outcome, you have the trimmer of the Knight of Mirrors. In traditional decks, it's the Knight of Cups. This might represent a person up to the age of 30, not necessarily. Could be someone older, but it's someone a bit immature, someone from a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. It's interesting that in the outcome shows up the Knight of Mirrors. In the past, influencing the present, you have the the Queen of Mirrors. So I'm thinking grandmother, and this might be you. You're the grandkid, grandmother or grandfather, and you are the grandkid, the granddaughter, the grandson. Maybe something is being offered to you and you don't know if you should accept it or not. The advice is yes, you should accept it. If what is being offered to you is a truth, peace of some kind, like let's make peace, let's be all okay with each other, like an offering of peace, you should accept it. But I'm thinking it's you who's making this offering. It's you who's making this offering. So being wise, you being smart, you might be seen as a bit immature by others, but you want to make peace, you want to make everything fine. If there's some sort of conflict connected with this piece of information, with these elements, if it's not that, if it's something to do with a medical error, maybe the doctors understand the medical error might have been done by someone who's young, and whomever did it understands that they did it wrong, and there's this offering, which could even be an offering of money, but it's not something to make the problem go away. No, it's a recognition that something bad was done, and it's an offering which is devised to make you feel better, help you feel better, even emotionally. It's not something to make the problem go away. It's more of, we recognize a problem, an error was made, we are sorry for it. So it's a true peace offering. It could be that as well. So there's many different ways of reading this card. There's a willingness either from you or others of making everything all right and peaceful again. That's how I read it, and that's it. So I would say that you know how to use this information wisely and lovingly. That's it, Gemini. This is the reading that I have for you for the month of October 2016. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.